I think you know what time it is. It is time for your daily dose of Outriders news and updates. We've got a lot to talk about today, including new replies from Square Enix about the immediate future of Outriders. That includes things like updates, patches, and so much more. Plus, a very, very special thank you to the Outriders team for dropping by my brutally honest opinion video, where they go on to reply and give us insight that they will be looking into this bug right here. But also, we're going to be getting patch notes going forward, it looks like, because they've adjusted some things with enemy balance, weapons, that sort of thing since the demo. So I'm really curious to see what they have changed. So let's dive in right now. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here. Hope you're doing good, and let's do this. So first of all, we're going to be talking about the official stuff from Square Enix. Let's take a look-see, shall we? So this is what they said right here. They said known crossplay disconnects between PC and console. This seems to be the biggest issue right now, but they do have a cool workaround. In preparing for the day one builds for PC and consoles, we discovered a desynchronization between the PC and console code. This results in a back-end mismatch, which causes players to be kicked out of a multiplayer game that includes both console and PC players. We are treating this issue with the highest priority, and we are working on patches that will synchronize all platform code, which will resolve these issues. Now, Steam and Epic can successfully play together. PlayStation and Xbox players can successfully play together as well. Now, there is a workaround that they have implemented. They say this: we have temporarily turned off automatic matchmaking between PC and consoles. Steam and Epic players can still crossplay together, either by invite or via matchmaking. However, they offer this warning: should you invite a console player into your PC game via an invite code or vice versa, the game will initially connect, but one player will eventually be kicked out of the game. We highly recommend against doing this until we have patched all versions of the game. Now, the actual workaround right here is pretty clever and is great for anyone that is randomly matchmaking with, those randoms and random players. So I think that's actually really wise that they have done that. That should smooth out the matchmaking for random players. Now, if you have a friend on PC, you're going to have to wait for that patch. Now, there was another reply. Will that patch be coming today? That was right here. And the official word about that is we don't yet have an ETA on the patch, but unfortunately will not be today. We will provide news on its release as soon as we are able to. So I will keep you guys in the know as to when that patch does actually drop, of course. Now, we do have a reply here from Mitch on Twitter, or a question, I should say. He says this: as you have advised against playing with PC from console, can we expect that if we do, we risk losing progression and loot from the session if we get kicked? Now, Outriders did offer this. They said progression loot loss has not yet been associated with these disconnects, but we would still advise caution and to avoid cross-playing with those platforms until we resolved this matter. So there you have it. There's a little bit of a warning there on that one. Now, Christina also ran into some issues. She said anyone else having issues with claiming the Rosada in Bad Day side quest and the game crashing? Outriders responded saying, this is a known issue. Place the Hell's Rangers item in your stash until you have received the side quest rewards. You can bring them back into your inventory once the quest has been completed. So there you have it, a workaround for that as well. Now, they go on to say this on the Reddit. Square Enix pointed out about Hell's Rangers inaccessible as stash tab is locked. Workaround: returning to the lobby and re-entering the game should unlock the stash tab. So there you have that fix as well if you're having issues with that. All of this will most likely be resolved in that upcoming patch, which I do hope does drop in the next, couple days to a week. We'll see what they have to say about that one. Now, this is really cool right here. NVIDIA GeForce Now goes on to say that Outriders is coming to their platform along with a host of new games. I've actually used GeForce Now. If you're on PC, it can actually really boost your graphics because of their cloud server. So I highly recommend checking that out. Now, what about this thread right here? I'm really impressed with Square Enix for tracking a lot of the known issues and problems with the game, and they continue updating what they are going to be doing and providing workarounds and that sort of thing. So I'm going to provide this in the description below if you want to try to keep up to date as to what they are going to be addressing. Now, I have some excellent news for the future of Outriders. Check this out. Outriders is #1 in the Steam charts. That is freaking awesome, and I am not surprised at all. This game is solid so far. It does have its issues, but the team behind this game, they are communicating on a level that I haven't seen before, and I'm super impressed. This is how you do it. I really hope they can stay on it and they have success in the future. Now, also, we have this one right here. The login screen does get stuck for quite a bit of people, it seems, and Outriders did reply saying, we're looking into this, as some users have reported waiting a little while should eventually let you log in. And if you are having that issue, I would try to perhaps back out, try again, back out, and try again. I have not had that issue at all. Now, one thing that I have noted is the sensitivity in the game can be really wonky or weird, especially on Xbox. I've played on both platforms, PS5 and Xbox. So this was the post by ACFan77 who says, my only complaint in this game is the sensitivity is either way too fast or way too slow with no in between. Anyone else having this issue with sensitivity? And we have a reply here from Excel saying, really glad it's not just me. And there is an official word that they are going to be working on a patch for this one as well, providing more options for deacceleration, dead zone for your controller, that sort of thing will be coming to a patch and to the game in the future. Now, this was an interesting topic. It seems like you guys are very hopeful about the game. By the way, check out my streams in the description below. And also, I wanted to note, join the Discord if you want to find fellow Outriders to game with, team up with, determine what world tier you want to go on, challenge tier, what have you. Check out the description below and drop by my streams and say hello. Now, let's get into this. This was a thread by Deep Throat who says, I fully expect Outriders to be investor expectations over the coming months and for DLC to be announced this year. Let me know if you guys agree with this, but this is one of the most popular threads out there on Reddit. We're going to go to the TLDR section of his post. He says, I predict Outriders will be a resounding success. We will most likely get a DLC announcement in the coming months, and most of the criticism will be placed by support for a developer that decided to not rip us off and sell a good product. Despite the dated graphics, which really aren't that bad, and the criticisms are hyperbole and nuances in need of fixing addressing. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but all the evidence suggests otherwise, both anecdotal and objective. See you in Enoch. Happy hunting, Outrider. Do you guys agree with this prediction that Outriders could take off? It feels like this game, with the demo, was like suddenly taking off. And even Square Enix said the demo was immensely successful. And even up until launch, like days before launch, people were still downloading the demo in waves, showing that the interest was, spreading, that there was this type of virality with this game. So I really do hope that they stay on this game and they can treat it kind of like Monster Hunter in a way with the expansions, because that would be very, very cool to see something like that, and big expansions that you can purchase, of course, for one price. Now, they did say that they are considering that Battle Pass. It seems like a lot of you guys were totally against that. So let me know how you are feeling about a Battle Pass. We'll see. That was a rumor. They aren't confirming or denying anything regarding a Battle Pass, but they said if this game is successful, they will be supporting it post-launch with content. And so far, I think it seems like it's a pretty big success. And now it's time to go over your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below. It could end up in a future video. So let's do this. All right, let's check it out. So my recent video was my brutally honest opinion after playing the full game. Let's see here. So Vinny says this, pro tip for the key falling through the map. If you click the auto loop button, it also picks up the key. At least it did in the demo. Appreciate you guys having my back on that one. I did not realize that, or I completely forgot about that. But it's good to know they have some sort of system in place. However, you know, the Outriders team did say that they are looking into that as an issue, so you don't have to really worry about that going forward with, you know, keys and items falling through geometry. Hopefully that's completely gone from the game in the future. Honestly, things like keys and quest items should be deposited in your inventory automatically after, I don't know, 15 seconds or something. That's how I think it should work. Now, Digital Death says this cover? Is this some sort of trickster joke? I'm too devastator to understand. Sounds like a lot of you do not use cover. Sometimes you got to get into cover. You know, if you're in trouble, I'm sorry. You got to take cover no matter what. That's just my opinion. I mean, there's cover everywhere. But, yeah. Suni says, my biggest pet peeve I have is my helmet not being in cut scenes. Chris says, good to know he's being brutally honest, not just honest. And there's the Outriders team. Steve Smith says, can we all talk about how the game servers didn't crash like the demo? The devs kept their word about being ready for day one launch. I was stuck on the loading screen at launch for about 10 minutes, but that's not bad at all. Yeah, there's going to be some hiccups, you know, with launched, but so far hasn't been too severe. I'm crossing my fingers, but nothing happens. Let's see here. Tristan55 says, love this game. 11 hours in and having a blast. Leveling and difficulty are matched so well. A bit of a challenge at times, but nothing brutal. I'm getting on to the more difficult areas of the game right now, and it's interesting. I'm going to hopefully make some more videos about how to deal with difficulty and how to get through certain areas in the future. So yeah, I got some videos to craft. But thank you all so much for the love and support on the Outriders videos. It's been really surprising. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying it. I've been having a blast covering the game. This is one game that I'm super passionate about just because of the developers and how they respond to the community and treat people. So I really hope that they stay true to this and make it a long-term mission statement within their company, because it's definitely working. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.